Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to the Reptile Barn. We have a video today for you that we have been waiting to do for a while, and here it is. These are our 2019 holdbacks. These 12 snakes are the cream of the crop from our last breeding season. So 10 of these snakes we produced ourselves here at the Reptile Barn. 2 of them we brought in from other breeders. So I'm going to just walk you through each one. We were going to come and weigh them anyways, so we're like, oh, we should totally take a video of this so people can see what we've got. We were not good this season about showing all the egg cuttings and all the baby snakes coming out of the eggs, and we just didn't update you guys very well. So this will be kind of a nice snapshot of kind of the coolest clutches that we got this year. Starting with one that we didn't actually hatch ourselves. This guy still needs a name. This we actually acquired in a trade. He is a lavender spider mystic, and he is not really happy with me, but here he is. So this is a male, just a little guy. Really beautiful. I love what spider and lavender do together. I'm curious to see how he ages with that mystic in him. I'm not sure what's going to happen as he ages. I've never seen an adult of these, but very, very beautiful snake. We were very happy to find him. We were planning on breeding lavender into spider and mystic, so this really shaved some years off that project for us.
Recording.
This is a cinnamon het albino female, also not happy with us at all. But we produced her here. She also does not have a name yet. So if you guys have any cool ideas for names, we love cinnamon albinos and wanted to make our own. We also, in the future, would hope to make some black pastel albinos. Okay, go ahead and cut. Next up, we have a female ultramel. Caleb wants to name her Peach, so I think that's what we're going to do. We kept 3 this year. We kept the 2 twins that we'll show you here in a bit, and we kept this girl. So she's actually from a different clutch than the 2 twins, but we just love ultramels. This tiny little beauty here, also just a female ultramel. This is one of the twins. She was just recently named Tafiti by our daughter. She doesn't want to hold still. Those of you who've watched the vlog for a while know that we had really bad luck with ultramels for quite a while. And then this year we got loaded up. So we were very happy to see that. This is Taka, the twin sister of Tafiti, also a female ultramel. We said when we first realized they were twins, we were like, oh, if they're both female, we're totally keeping both of them. That's just too perfect. And sure enough, they were. They're not interested in holding still. This little beauty here is a spinner, 100% het desert ghost male. And this, we hope next year we'll be able to plug into visual desert ghost female and get some spinner desert ghosts. I love the gold color that Pinstripe brings into it. Let me put them on the table so you can get just the contrast of the white table there. This is a male. Caleb just yesterday actually named him Etch. So this is Etch. This strange looking little snake that won't let go of my fingers is at least a Mojave, which on its own is a totally beautiful snake, but not generally one that we would have held back. However, if you go back a few videos, we did one on this guy. It is a male. We think there's a possibility that this was a dual-sired clutch and that this could potentially be an orange blossom Mojave. He is very, very, very different from his siblings. That if they were full siblings, they ought to look pretty much the same, and they definitely do not. He's got all this blushing, he's pale, and his head is washed out. That's kind of the big one to me. Again, without us side by side, it's hard to tell, but anyway, let me try and get him down onto the table so you can see him better. Really gorgeous snake. It would be spectacular if he proved out to be Orange Blossom. Orange Blossom is a Dinker project, so an unproven trait from HBP, our good friend Tim. We just may have gotten really lucky. We didn't visually confirm any locks between our Orange Blossom male we picked up from Tim and the Mojave female that we were breeding to, but you never know. Oh, look at this snake. Oh, every time I pull him out. So, this is nothing short of a super banana cinnamon male. Really, truly spectacular animal right here. Couldn't be happier with this snake. We did not intend to keep anything from this clutch. We ended up keeping two, this guy and his sister, which we will show you next. His name is Cinna. And yeah, I mean, look at that. Look at those peachy oranges. Lots of people go for orange snakes, and it's usually yellow orange that they're producing. But this guy, it's like, it's this very soft, subtle orange. I just love it. And his purples are starting to have that typical color change. They're going more towards maybe a silvery gray, but I don't care. He still looks absolutely incredible to me. And these are interesting too. These patches of brown coming in where there ought to be, I guess, blushing. I'm not sure. Everything's reversed on bananas, so where there ought to be blushing, it's like getting darker. I don't know if you can all see that, but anyway, really exquisite snake. We love this guy. All right, guys, maybe should have saved this one for last. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but look at this animal. Holy cow! This is a female banana gargoyle. She is just, I love her. Look at her sides. Look at the yellow belly coming up. She's not got yellow belly, but look at that. Just look at that. This is not a yellow belly animal. She does not have yellow belly. But she is purple. I hope that the camera doesn't make her just look gray. She definitely has gray overtones, but this is a purple animal with kind of off-white, yellowy, crazed patterns all over her body. And she's also not holding still. See, we shouldn't have warmed up this table. We were worried that the table was too cool, so we warmed it up, and now I'm like, well, maybe we should have just left it chillier. But anyways, look at her. Look at her tail. Look at her back. Look at the banana spots just starting to come in. Look at the random little patches of orange along her spine. Oh, look at that pattern. I have never, ever seen a ball python like this. I just love it. I'll try and put her down real quick. See if I can get her to hold still for just a second so you can get a good look at her. But it's not going to happen. Again, banana gargoyle. So she is a banana cinnamon green pastel. Green pastel is that interesting gene. It's also called lace blackback. It is a line of het retizanthic. So a het retizanthic to a cinnamon makes a gargoyle. So that's why we call her a banana gargoyle. Anyway, I know it's confusing, guys. But for those of you into the more advanced genetic concepts of ball pythons, that's what she is. So green pastel and cinnamon are allelic, making the gargoyle, and then obviously the banana. So just awesome. This here is Grover. He is a banana het citrus ghost. Citrus ghost, also citrus hypo, whichever you want to call it. It's just a rare line of hypo. We held him back. He was our first holdback this year, I believe. Just looks, phenotype is just a banana, nice, typical banana. But yeah, so we'd like to try and make a banana citrus ghost out of him and see how that looks. I really like hypo in pretty much everything, and yeah, not much else to say. I'm gonna get a weight on him and we'll move on. This little beauty is the other one that we did not produce ourselves. This is a Garrick DeMeyer animal. It's a male. We searched long and hard for him. He is a banana pastel yellow belly clown. I think I got it all. We just really wanted that particular combination. We didn't mind if it didn't have pastel in it, but we really wanted the yellow belly banana clown, and we got lucky because he also had pastel. So look at his head. Really awesome. And I'm a little bit surprised, and not unpleasantly, that he has very few spots on him. I thought by the time he'd gained 100 or 200 grams, he'd have spotted out a little bit more, but very, very mild speckling. Maybe, I know that some genes kind of can reduce that somewhat. I'm not familiar if yellow belly or pastel or clown do, but gorgeous animal. Really awesome. So we have big plans for this male once he grows up. All right. This right here might be, in fact, I wouldn't hesitate to say, the most valuable animal we have produced here at the Reptile Barn. Both for the projects that we can pursue with him and just his own value. He's cool looking. I wouldn't say he's the coolest looking one we've ever had or the best snake, but just as far as from a business perspective, very valuable animal right here. He is a cinnamon mahogany pied male. Really awesome looking. Very low white, very high white, which is typical of cinnamon pieds. Luckily, there's a couple other colors on him just to help us see that he clearly is also mahogany. Look at that dark neck and this cool patch right here. Just a gorgeous snake. Really awesome. We were so happy to see him come out. We didn't get very many mahoganies in that clutch. I think he was the only one, actually. So to be a visual pied as well was just awesome. So this pied we ended up naming Pongo. And he'll be here at the Reptile Barn probably forever. We really like this snake. Yeah, so that was our 2019 Holdback Ball Pythons. For those of you who are not ball python people, sorry, we are. So I know we do a lot of ball python videos, but that's kind of our main thrust here at the Reptile Barn. We do try to get up videos a lot for those of you who are into other reptiles. We do keep a lot of other cool stuff, but every once in a while you're just going to get a whole video loaded up with ball pythons, and I'm not really sorry because we love them. That's not the topic of this vlog, but the amount of scorn some reptile hobbyists hold for ball pythons is wild to me. Absolutely wild. I'm like, they're the perfect snake for a lot of people. They don't get too big. They don't move super fast. They're easy to handle. Docile, friendly temperament. Despite what people love to claim, if it's a well-conditioned animal, they're curious. They'll move around. They'll show interest in their surroundings. They're just not flailing around like some people's active and happy snakes are doing. They're just more methodical. They come in thousands of color and pattern mutations, which I only see as a good thing. How can that be a bad thing? I just don't understand it. Anyway, but that's not the topic of this vlog. Please, if you are a reptile lover, don't pick random reptiles to hate on just because they're more popular than your favorite reptiles, all right? The snake didn't do anything wrong, right? If you think that it's a lower value animal just because more people like it, I don't understand you. But anyway, so we're going to get our snakes put back away. It is actually the middle of the night here at the reptile barn. So we're dragging, we're tired, but we did want to get these weighed. We did want to film it. So we're trying to just always bring you guys along on all the different things we do here. I was just having a conversation with someone today who keeps ball pythons, and they're like, yeah, you know, being a ball python keeper, you also end up being a rat keeper, and you know, if you have a picky ball python, you might end up being a mouse keeper, or even like a African soft fur rat keeper, or all these other, or gerbils, you know. And I was like, yeah, I do know what you mean. We've got, you know, all these different species of reptiles, and even more species of feeders that we take care of. But yeah, so thank you for watching. Let me know what your favorites were here. The Mojave possible orange blossom needs a name. The lavender needs a name. And I know there's one more. I can't remember off the top of my head, but we'll probably put it in the description. So if you have any name ideas, please let us know. And until next time, we're the Reptile.